Hey, what's going on? My name is Rob Paone, and welcome to the Proof of Talent show, where we talk about everything related to the career journeys within the blockchain, crypto, and Web3 space. And today I wanted to hop on to do somewhat of a State of the Union address for hiring in the crypto industry, if you will. The other day, I put out a tweet and wanted to expand upon those thoughts a little bit outside of the 280 characters, because if it's any longer on Twitter, it just looks absolutely disgusting. So if you haven't seen the tweet, essentially what I said is after a tough 2022, hiring the crypto industry has slowly been picking back up this year. At Proof of Talent, if you don't know us, we're a recruiting firm that works specifically within the blockchain, crypto, and Web3 space. At Proof of Talent, we're not seeing the same quantity of open roles that we saw in 2021 and the first portion of 2022. But the searches that we are conducting right now are resulting in a high percentage of job offers. So because of that, I'm pretty optimistic. And so breaking that down in a little bit more depth, or kind of expanding upon that from a cycle standpoint and kind of what we've seen and where we are today. And hopefully this is helpful if you are a leader in an organization that is hiring right now or considering hiring and not sure because of the macro environment and a lot of the layoffs or connotations about expanding or growing right now. Or if you are a job seeker and just not sure where to go, not sure what to think at this point in time. Hopefully these just general thoughts will be helpful for you. So one of the first things I think to know about crypto, and I've said this before, but I think you can't emphasize it enough really, is that typically hiring within the crypto industry is a lagging indicator of kind of where we've been and where we are. So when the crypto industry moves in these boom and bust cycles, which it pretty much has for its entire existence as an industry since the invention of Bitcoin in 2009 or 2008 or whatever it was, crypto has always moved in these big boom and bust cycles. And so when that happens, typically the hiring within the space tends to lag the peak of that cycle by a few months because it comes and goes so quickly. And then after that boom period has gone and we're kind of in the doldrums and the bust, it does take a little bit of time before companies realize, hey, maybe this boom cycle is not coming back as quickly as we thought it is. And then we see those layoffs and we see, companies going out of business and things of that sort. So when I say hiring is a lagging indicator, I think it's a lagging indicator on both ends of the spectrum. But looking at the most recent example or the most recent cycle, 2021 was an absolutely wild time for expansion within the crypto industry. From a price standpoint, from a hiring standpoint, it was pretty much a boom cycle for us at Proof of Talent. It was a really great time to be recruiting. Can't lie about that in any way, shape, or form. It was a super fun time to be involved in the industry from a talent standpoint. And even into early 2022, Q1 was a really great quarter for us, and things started to slow down at the tail end of the second quarter in 2022. And it really coincided a little bit with the implosions around some of the bigger names in the crypto space in mid 2022. So when you saw Terra and Luna blowing up, when you saw Three Arrows Capital blowing up, when you saw Celsius, a lot of these companies that went bust and also went bust with a lot of money and also a lot of talent, what happened was much of the hiring in the space really ground to a halt pretty quickly. The lagging effect there was actually not instantaneous, but it was pretty quick. And the same thing actually happened with FTX again, where you had this company that was widely considered to be one of the hot up and coming companies and went bust in November of 2022. And that was an interesting moment in time because you had what kind of seemed to be the fears around that summer, the Luna, the Celsiuses, the Three Arrows Capital. You thought at that point in time, hey, maybe things have slowed down, so hiring was picking back up a little bit. Things seemed to be kind of moving on the right path. And then as soon as that happened again, boom, FTX comes. And when that happened again, hiring really slowed down pretty substantially. And then it even took, I think, a few months for companies to just get comfortable with the state of the market before even really thinking about adding headcount. So we saw a lot of hiring slow down towards the end of Q4 and even a little bit into Q1. But where we're at right now, again, April 25th of 2023, we're starting to see hiring kind of slowly ramp back up. And it is not at the pace that it was in 2021. We're not seeing the crazy number of job openings that we had then. We're not seeing, the crazy flow of companies that are hiring, but the companies that are hiring, the quantity is not as high, but and I don't necessarily want to say that quality is higher in any respect or, one way or shape or form, but the quantity is not as high, but the companies that are hiring, they are extending offers, good things are happening. And so we're seeing a nice kind of slow ramp back up from, I would say, from a hiring standpoint that seems to be a cause for optimism, at least for me. I'm pretty close to the ground in the hiring standpoint. Some of this is more, I would say, anecdotal evidence based upon what myself and our team of 10 at Proof of Talent are working on a consistent basis. But we're definitely seeing more action than we were seeing in Q4, seeing more action than we were seeing in Q1. And it is a cause for optimism, I think, both for hiring companies and for job seekers. Now, again, it is not as if you're a candidate looking for an opportunity, it is not as crazy as it was in 2021, both in the number of job opportunities out there, but also really it was a candidate market in many respects. And that has, in some cases, kind of shifted a little bit of the power to the employers because there aren't as many employers hiring. So now you're seeing a more balanced market when it comes to hiring. That is not always the case on technical talent. Technical talent still remains widely in demand, but if you are a non-technical individual, if you're in biz dev, sales, marketing, operations, legal, compliance, you name it, those opportunities are a little bit fewer and farther between than they were previously. So it's a little bit harder. It takes a little bit longer than previously to find those really good opportunities that you are looking for. But hopefully this video, I just wanted to talk through what I considered to be a cause for optimism, a slow bounce back that we are seeing. And as long as FTX doesn't go bust again, which obviously is not going to be the case, but as long as we kind of see this slow, gradual move upwards, I will certainly keep an eye on things and let you know how things are progressing. But I think from a lagging standpoint, there is cause for optimism that we've bottomed as a bottomed from an employment standpoint within the industry. Whether that remains true, I have no idea. I'm really not in the business of speculating on the hiring quantity or the number of opportunities. We're just doing our best at Proof of Talent to fill those openings with high quality talent. That said, if you are looking for new opportunities within the crypto space, or if you are hiring for your company, please feel free to reach out. Happy to help in both regards. And if you have any questions in general too, feel free to let me know in the comments and happy to help out in any way I can. Thanks so much for the time.